I don't know why.
It's trying for the
Welcome.
Did I swap cups? I don't know.
Q-Tip, Denny, and James, the tea expert, on TDB. Yay!
We're gonna say we swapped our cups.
Sure.
Okay.
Whatever.
We are drinking some old.
Yep.
This one actually is happily available from Teas We Like. If you are interested, it is a 1970s Liubao, and we're gonna get right into this bad boy.
Yeah. It's funny how you get far enough back in these teas and you no longer really have the year, but the decade, which I think is cool. 1970s. Like, is it 72? Is it 79?
Yeah. I mean, they didn't realize they were undoubtedly very workmanlike teas back in the day.
Absolutely.
And they did not expect people to obsess over the little details.
Friggin' bald white guy in 2023 being like, cranberries.
Yeah, they didn't have that in their bingo card.
They should have.
Yeah. They were probably just down in the mine shaft doing some stuff.
The mine shaft.
Well, Liubao is actually a famous tea because it was like very popular amongst the miners.
All right,
in Malaysia,
well then, my bad, miners.
Yeah, why you gotta hate?
I apologize.
Yeah, they didn't have that in their bingo card either.
They didn't. No, they didn't.
Miners? Who mines anymore?
Jeez. Actually, yeah, it's really important.
Yeah, taking a little more.
Nice. Okay, here we go. Smells a little bit old. This is good old 50 years old. I'm getting some strong vegetables. Vegetable patch vibes.
Did someone say beet lovers?
Uh-oh. We gotta pivot to wherever our next grift is.
Our next grift.
Yeah.
TDB
Email
is
us, TDB or good.
If TDB is a grift, it's been a very unsuccessful one.
Very true.
Yeah. We do not make much money for the amount of time we spend.
Much is a great
terrible grift
description for zero.
We make $20 a month.
Oh, really? Wow.
We do,
fantastic. Incredible. Yeah, those AdSense really making us those big bucks. Anyway, where's my money?
Yeah, maybe we can retire in 2300.
Look at the color on that. Part of that will also be, so one, you're using quite a bit of leaf.
Yep.
Two, that actual vessel itself, the teapot, pours very slowly to the point where you have a toothpick to declog it.
Yes, it gets clogged.
Right.
Yeah.
Look how dark that is.
And we're definitely going to take a smell of these leaves.
Yeah. Wow. Beautiful.
So I think this tea is actually a pretty reasonable price for the age. I think it's about $1 a gram. So
that's crazy.
Considering it's 1970s, that's not bad at all.
That's your latte at Starbucks.
Yeah.
No sweat.
Seriously.
Or something. Yeah. Wow. For something pretty special like this, man, the color is really kind of mesmerizing. Almost. It's almost gray. Oh, beautiful. Cheerio.
Can definitely kind of, I don't know, it doesn't smell like cobwebs, but it has that like vibe, you know? It smells like somewhere where there would be cobwebs.
Just like a spider comes out.
Yeah.
Really tasty. Very sweet. I'm kind of surprised by that. Not like saccharin, but I don't know.
Sort of has that like very natural vegetable sweetness.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if you told someone this is sweet after they hit like a sugar cookie, they'd be like,
sure, fair.
They'd be like,
but yeah,
what's wrong with you?
Exactly. Like, in the way that carrots are sweet, but there's like an earthy, almost spicy, not turnip spicy, but yeah, really yummy. The texture on it's incredible.
Yeah.
I feel. So we're actually filming 2 episodes in a row, pre-food. I had no food today. We had a rat pour before this. That was nice and aged. This is real nice and aged.
Yeah.
These are some of the only teas that I can really drink without like.
Yeah. Denny was like, I don't know if I can have another tea. And I was like, 1970s, good for your stomach? He's like, okay, as long as it's before 1987 April, I'm good.
I know my body. Hashtag love yourself. I don't know.
Hashtag 1970s.
Do we say the episode number? $4.59?
Yeah.
$4.59?
Why do we look this stuff up if we're not even going to say it? $4.59, folks. That's
Yeah.
what we're on. $4.59.
Cheerio.
Cheerio.
Shout out to Sam, who notices you punking me in every episode. I had like a picnic with him. He was in town, and we all like whatever, and then he said Cheerio, and like
You like spilled your ham sandwich?
pretty much. Yeah, I think I was drinking like a LaCroix.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, love you, Sam. Shout out.
Yeah. Also, shout outs to the French and the Croix.
Yeah. Obviously a French brand. Oh. Mm.
I like how they sometimes will just like make the flavors French, like pamplemousse, which is like grapefruit or something.
It is grapefruit.
It makes it sound like 30%
It's
fancier.
different. Yeah. No, it hits different.
We should do that for this.
Yeah.
Just like occasionally toss in French words. Too bad I don't know any.
Any French word. Pond. Où est la toilette?
Fancy. I have no idea what you said.
Oui, oui, je ne sais parler français. Oui. Yum. Shout out to our French audience. We have a big presence in France.
I love those Francophiles. Is that a thing? I don't know.
I don't know. It was Franco, but he was like a baddie.
Oh, I thought it was like French lovers. Oh yeah, but not like the Spanish Franco.
Right, yeah.
Bad guy.
Yeah.
Bad guy.
Anyway, we are drinking tea. This is
Yeah.
what we do on TDB. What do you think of this?
It's really nice. Yeah, it's a really nice tea. Definitely got sidetracked. Yeah,
Describing
it's got
it.
good body. One thing I like to do on these is one thing that is notable about Liubao is that they do have small leaves compared to Plur.
Yeah.
So it brews out a little differently. I think it'll brew out a little faster as a
Sure.
result. It won't quite have the same longevity as you'd expect from like the bigger leaf Plur
Right.
to have. And so I mean this one too. I don't know if you took a look at the leaves, but very small leaves.
Right.
I really loaded the pot. So I think like it's gonna kind of reward with a very rich, getting some creaminess and stuff like that
Totally.
on the tea.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, the mouthfeel and texture especially is really incredible. That is just pitch black.
yeah. Okay, back to making fun of the French.
Right.
Yeah.
Sacre bleu.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Look at that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is pretty much pitch black.
And then one thing I would recommend on these teas too is, they might seem really precious and stuff because it's 1970s, but you also want to give the tea justice. So don't just
Right.
use like a gram or two.
Right.
You want to use at least a sufficient amount of leaf that you're going to get a worthwhile experience. Otherwise, I mean, that's a way to also poorly use the tea, in my opinion, if you use too little.
Right.
So certainly give the tea attention. Really nice misting going on those cups too. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, really
Oil.
beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah. Delicious, different.
So what are
Easy to
the?
drink.
Yeah, I feel like this is an ideal Denny description tea.
Putting me on the spot. I mean, no, I can't do anything fancy, but it's just lovely. It has that vegetable patch vibe going on to it. Super hard.
Pencil shavings, yes or no?
It's got some woodiness to it.
Yeah.
It's not. Some of them are like really, really woody. I wouldn't say this one is so much like that.
Would you say pencil shavings is more of a flavor or a texture?
Flavor.
Okay. Because I could imagine like sort of a texture too. It's not the greatest texture, but
No.
Okay.
Yeah, no flavor. It's just a description of that like highly woody, freshly cut,
sure.
kind of mid fermented wood flavor.
Yeah.
So, and then graphite has almost kind of like a, having eaten lots of graphite in my life.
One of your other
serious.
hobbies. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to go in the
It has a
mountains, just
sort
like-
of a darker wooey flavor to it.
Okay. Graphite does or this tea?
Graphite.
Okay, noted.
Yeah. Just like, fact check me, bro. Oh my god, I'm sorry.
Cheerio.
Cheerio.
Yeah.
Do not eat pencils. Do not do that for a funny thing.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
Yeah. You want to go real quick?
Yeah.
Keep it going.
Yeah.
So one other question I have, and you can answer as you drink this next one, is How do you think this differs from the tea we just had, the 2009 kind of boutique ripe? Because they're both sort of in that like dark fermented tea zone, but I think they are very different from one another.
Yeah, this one is more earthy to me. It's more like soily than it is woody. There's plenty of wood flavor in here.
Less sharpness too.
Definitely less sharp. Tastes, less green. It has more mid body and it has lots of texture. It's a thicker brew, definitely. Let's see. I mean, it does have quite a bit of like wood on it as well.
Yeah.
But it just has more of that like.
So it's like you're moving down the tree. Like the last tree was like firmly above ground. We're getting into the soil and the wood.
I mean, I'm not even kidding. Literally, if someone has been out there and you're gardening and you've just put down a fresh bed of soil and you just are kind of like tilling the soil, getting some stuff planted with your hands or something like that, that is just what it tastes like. It's a weird thing to say.
I don't think that's wrong at all. I think anyone that, I think it's definitely something worth trying, and I think it's good that a tea like this is accessible, because I do think this is actually probably a pretty... there's a lot of different ways that old tea can go, but I think this is pretty representative of like a certain direction.
Absolutely.
And it's, how about like cleanness and stuff like that?
Yeah, no, it's quite nice.
Yeah.
These teas in general are going to veer towards being kind of not dirty, but like not like pristine. So, but to your point, this is a really great example of an old tea to get a grasp of those old flavors that is also really reasonably priced. And I wonder if people can buy just like, whatever.
I forget what quantities you have to buy. I think it might be like 60 grams or something like that. So
not bad.
Yeah. But
especially for something like this, something this old is hard to get a hold of.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Especially in the West, it's like when stuff like this becomes available from a source that's reliable, then it's an opportunity worth trying for sure.
Definitely.
Even if like the $1 per gram, of course you could get better $1 per gram with younger ripe or something like that. But there are certain characteristics that like legitimately old teas have that you just can't kind of recreate.
Yeah. This is another strange thing to say, but it's like cherry tomato fruit sweetness without tartness a little bit on there.
A little bit of that tomato vine too.
Yeah. Really nice. Strangely enough, actually, it's we're now in July, early July. It kind of works with this time of year, I feel like.
In a way, yeah.
I mean, it's like a very cozy. I can imagine drinking this in like the dead of winter.
Yeah,
having it be
for
perfect.
Sure. I think it'd be even better then, but yeah, it's not it's nice outside, but it's not like it's 95.
Right.
I think it was 95. This might be a bit much. It would not be good. But,
yeah.
Considering the empty stomach and stuff like that, I think this is...
to that point, very, very soft on the stomach. All those tannins have evaporated. Not literally, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, really lovely. Grab this. Pick this up. Give this a shot. This is tasty.
Yeah. Get some Turkey Dick Nixon era tea.
And to your point, James, about the quantity of leaf and stuff, don't underdo it. Totally agree.
Yeah.
Like, this is something where the primeness of it is its viscosity and its thickness and its potency. It's so tasty.
And while you might get the flavors with using less, it's going to be a lot more thin. So, I think one ideally enjoyed over leaf, if anything. Maybe don't go crazy, but right. I think even more than your standard ratios, because something this old can take it.
All right, well, TDB episode. Where can people grab this?
Teas We Like.
Yeah.
They do great work over there. Just a lot of different teas. And I know they have like the 1980s too, so if the 1970s doesn't seem like something you're totally interested, you have a couple different options of teas you can try there. I think that one's a little cheaper even. So
I would recommend this though. So go grab this. Teas You Like. Give them a Google. And episode 460 next time. We'll see you then.
Peace!